Well, we are in Nagoya, one of our absolute favorite places to visit in all of Japan. We've been here many times. It's between Tokyo and Osaka, which is a nice stopping off point. Everybody seems to be in a hurry to get from Tokyo to Osaka and Kyoto, but they seldom stop in Nagoya. But there's so much to do here. You've got Nagoya Castle, you've got the Meiji Mura, which is a reconstruction of an old Meiji town. You've got Naban No Satto, one of the largest gardens in all of Japan, with an incredible illumination in the fall and winter time. You've got the Oasis 21 complex here. And another really nice point is it's not overly crowded with tourists. It's just a delight. All right, folks, one of the things you absolutely must put on your list to do when you're in Nagoya is the Meiji Mura Village. We're about 50 minutes outside of downtown Nagoya, but this is a reconstructed village based in the Meiji period from basically the 1860s to the early 1900s when Japan opened up the nation to the outside world. But look at this place. This is an old kabuki theater from over 100 years ago. This place is absolutely amazing. There are over 60 buildings. You got everything from prison gates to churches to temples to houses to post offices, government offices. Everything you can imagine from the Meiji period here. It's just incredible. Now this place is so big, it even has its own bus.
The Meiji Mura Village was a delightful surprise. The buildings were acquired from all over Japan by a physician at his own expense and painstakingly rebuilt in this park setting overlooking Lake Iruka. These are not reproductions, but rather authentic originals, so be sure to put this one on your short list. You'll love it.
Okay, now everybody is familiar with Toyota, the automotive giant, but did you know that it started out in the 1800s as a textile company of all things? So we're here at the Toyota Commemorative Museum in Nagoya. I'm going to check it out, which happens to be a great thing to do on another rainy day such as we're having today.
The textile area covers more than 2 acres, and the exhibits walk you through the earliest hand weaving techniques to 19th and 20th century looms, processing raw cotton into finished garments using computerized finishing machines.
Now, something I've never ever understood is how they go from this into that. Beats me.
Now, many people come to this museum thinking it is the Toyota Automotive Museum, but that's an entirely different museum across town, and if you're an automotive buff, that's the place to go. But if you want to get the entire history and big picture of Toyota as a manufacturing juggernaut, then this is it. You'll see the evolution of Toyota vehicles, and there are interactive exhibits to experience, and you can watch robots going through their paces assembling mock-up vehicles. It's a great rainy day activity.
Now this is a car. As much as you may want to take it home with you, you can't, but you can go to the gift shop and get one about this big. Now in a few moments, we're going to go to the top of this tower behind me. That's the Midland Square, to the 46th floor. Up there you're going to find the Sky Promenade, which has an incredible 2-story atrium overlooking the city of Nagoya. And if you think it looks really good in the daytime, stick around to the end of the video and wait to see it at night. You're going to love it. Now daylight's burning, so let's get started.
Most large cities in Japan have high-rise observation decks, but one of our favorites is the Sky Promenade on the 44th to 46th floors of the Midland Square Tower. It's directly across from Nagoya Station. There are various sitting areas, a snack bar, and best of all, it's seldom crowded like those in Tokyo or Osaka.
Now folks, what do you think about this view? We're at the top of the Sky Promenade here in Nagoya. You got to come see this. It's amazing in the daytime and it's amazing in the night. Now, of course, everyone knows Japan is home to Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Nissan, and so forth, a big automotive industry. But Japan is also very well known for its train system. It is a very train-centric country. In fact, you can live here your entire life and never own a car and get around just fine. Here in Nagoya, there's a wonderful train museum, one of the better ones in the country, and it is unique because of something we're going to see in a moment. This is the SCMAGLEV Museum. Now, another nice little bonus, this is the last stop on the train line, and if you have young children, instead of turning left to come over here to this museum, you can turn right and go to Legoland. So you have that option as well. So the unique thing that makes this museum different from all the others is this behind me and to my left, that superconducting magnetic levitating train. There's not another museum in Japan that focuses on this type of technology.
These trains are different from others in that they do not run on traditional wheels or rails. Instead, once they leave the station and pick up speed, they actually float above the ground, suspended by giant magnets inside the train and along the route. This means there is no friction to slow the train down, thus reaching speeds of up to 375 miles per hour. Of course, there are displays of current bullet trains, which you'll ride today, and their predecessors that started it all back in 1964. Inside the museum, there are numerous hands-on exhibits describing the operation of the railways, including everything from aerodynamics to ticket operations and even to toilets and restrooms on the trains. You can also try out a train simulator as well. The museum houses the largest model train diorama in the country, and if you hang around long enough, you can watch the display go from morning to night. This is definitely a great place for families. And of course, there is the requisite gift shop at the end of the line.
Now, after visiting the SCMAGLEV Museum, you have a little energy, especially got little ones, but big kids will enjoy this too. Take a short walk over to Legoland. There's no way you cannot have fun.
Legoland covers more than 22 acres and features several themed neighborhoods with dozens of rides and activities for kids of all ages. There's an exhibit area showing how Legos are made where you can build your own creation, and of course there are numerous restaurants and shows based around various Lego characters. And if you want to extend your visit, you can stay overnight at the Legoland Hotel. Just outside the hotel is Maker's Pier, a walkable area of shops and restaurants such as Neko Neko Cheesecake, where you can pick up some exceptional cat-themed baked goods.
We're in front of Nagoya Castle, which was built in the early 1600s and rebuilt in the 1950s. Unfortunately, not to modern standards, and therefore is deemed not earthquake-proof. Therefore, you cannot go inside this amazing keep. However, they rebuilt the palace next door over here and using techniques the same as they had in the 1600s.
The castle was built in 1612 in what was one of the most important towns along the Tokaido and Nakasendo trails, two routes that connected Kyoto with Edo. One of the corner towers is actually the smaller Kiyosu Castle, which was relocated here, becoming part of the outer defenses. The castle was largely destroyed in World War II, and the Honmaru Palace was rebuilt in 2016 and today showcases numerous artifacts and paintings from the Edo period. Nearby each of the main entrances, you'll find two neighborhoods of restaurants and shops. The Yoshinao Zone is designed to look like a streetscape from the Edo period, and you can get a close-up view of a reproduction gold-plated sachi, which is a giant tiger-headed fish god considered to control the rain. The Muneharu Zone is more contemporary in style, exclusively lined with restaurants, such as Popover Cafe, where we enjoyed some delicious roast beef and their specialty black curry. Naban No Satto is located about 45 minutes south of the Nagoya station and is billed as the largest light display in Japan, and we must say it appears to be true. The gardens are open year-round, and there's more to do here than we can cover in this video, but from early fall to spring, if you come in the evening, you can stroll the grounds while enjoying over 6 million lights and numerous displays. Of course, there are formal and informal gardens as well as hot spring foot baths to relax your tired feet, along with several restaurants. Just be sure to take the Kintetsu line to the Kintetsu Nagashima station and not the JR line like we did our first time. When we got off the train that night at the JR Nagashima station, there was no bus, no taxi, not even a ticket booth, just crickets. We enjoy making these videos, but it's important to hear from you, so click the like and subscribe buttons so that we can continue making more. As I said in the beginning, Nagoya is not overrun with tourists. However, if you're still looking for a quiet spot to enjoy an evening or morning in the heart of town, just step across the road from Nagoya Station and go to the 4th floor of the Nagoya building to the Sky Garden. It's a restful spot with trees and sitting areas where you can bring a snack and relax while taking in the skyline. It's similar to the Yaesu Terrace we featured in our Tokyo video, and as an added bonus, it's free.
And we're up on top of the Oasis 21. It's a really cool futuristic setup. Down below there are shops and restaurants, there's even a bus station. But up here you've got the Aqua Garden here. And if you think this looks pretty cool today, wait till you see it at night.
Adjacent to Oasis 21 is the Hisaya Odori Park, a tree-lined urban park anchored on one end by the Mirai Tower, also known as the Nagoya TV Tower, the oldest one in Japan, featuring a restaurant, hotel, and observation platform. Down the middle of the park, you'll find green spaces and a pond lined with numerous shops and restaurants, including this outstanding ice cream shop, Vinci. The subway will take you right to the park, so it's very easy to get there. Now we return to Oasis 21 in the evening. As I mentioned, it takes on an entirely different flair at night. The floating garden is open until 9 p.m., so be sure to get there before it closes so you can take in the illuminations and look out over the city. It's a great place for an evening stroll with coffee or ice cream from the nearby Vinci's ice cream parlor.
Did I not tell you this place was cool or what?
We made our way back to the Sky Promenade to show you just how truly amazing it is during the night. After the sun has gone down, Sky Promenade takes on a very different feeling as you look out from more than 800 feet above the street below. And something we love about it is that it is rarely crowded like those observation decks at Shibuya Sky in Tokyo or Umeda Sky in Osaka. So where to stay in Nagoya? We've always stayed at the JR Gate Tower Hotel. We love that it is adjacent to Nagoya Station. This is an upscale business hotel with generously sized rooms offering a full closet and drawers in which to empty your suitcases. You don't always find that in business hotels, and the view from our window seat and desk is outstanding. Of course, it includes a relaxing bathroom with a full wet room offering separate shower and tub, perfect for a long soak after a day exploring Nagoya. But one reason we come back again and again is the breakfast. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet featuring both Japanese and Western dishes. It's optional, but for around $18, we consider it a bargain. There's several seating areas, both indoor and out, and the food is always fresh and coffee plentiful. And if you hang around long enough, you may encounter the building security guard going about its rounds. In our next video, we take you to what we consider the most special village in Japan. It's Magimura Village, a 600-year-old hamlet tucked away in the mountains where we stay in an authentic Edo period house while enjoying the absolute finest meals at a Japanese-French fusion restaurant right there in the countryside. The villagers treat us like family and the scenery is stunning, so be sure to watch because you've never seen a place like this. Until next time, sayonara!